Hey,
What?
don't do that. No.
Why? That's what they need. This is what they want.
No, we're not opening the silo. I don't care how many of your YouTube friends you want for us. Come on.
This is what they asked for. I messed up. I need to show them the truth. Or what they want.
Hey everybody, we're back, season 2. So I'm GT from Death Wears Bunny Slippers. On the camera is Sam. So this is going to be the first episode. We're going to talk about what we've done so far, what we're going to be doing. This is going to be very different. One of the things that is different is season 1 was basically a bunch of old footage that we had for the previous, what is now almost 7 years of working on the silo.
So this is ice that's just formed. So again, this is the bottom, so this is even 35 feet down. Let's see if I can navigate this without. Yes, I'm in flip-flops. Why? Because I'm going to have to get with that. Yeah, I'm in flip-flops because I know that I'm going to get wet right here. Ooh, that's cold. I'm not looking forward to this. Ooh, that's cold.
This season, this year, is going to be us working on it live. Not literally live, but as we're working and making this better, we're going to be recording it and then uploading as we can. We can't promise that we're going to be uploading every week because this is very driven by the work that we are doing. So what's the goal? Walk with me, Sam. So the goal is so the reason we stopped, the reason we didn't do much of this is because of money. Now, a lot of people are talking about I'm rich and all that. Look, I make great money. I have no problem admitting that. I've got a good career, but I also have this obsession with the mistress called a missile silo. So it costs a lot of money. It's really expensive to work on. So I'm always trying to get some extra cash to do that, to put into this ridiculous but awesome thing. So what we're going to do is, so we got an injection of cash. We've got an angel to help us out. Thank you. So we have some money that we're going to use, but what's the goal? The goal is to make this where we can rent it out, because I want to turn this into at least a place where it can make money on occasion when we're not staying in here. That means like multi-use facility, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, weddings. Yes, you know, maybe some of you out there want to get married here. Give me a call, let me know. Also just like Airbnb, VRBO, where people want to come in and just stay the night. So we are going to use this money to do all of that. We're going to use the money to make this safe and make it where people can come in, stay the night if they want. So the idea is to make some of this area really, really nice. And with the money we have, we're not going to get it all done, but it should be pretty good. Everything looking good? Awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to walk through here. We're going to talk about what changes are we going to make? What are we going to do to make this livable? So let's go this way. Obviously finishes like this floor. This is just plywood right now. We're going to try to make that nice. So here on level 2, what we're going to do is, this is really the goal. This is kind of like if we have a stretch goal of extra money, we may do some things here, but mostly this is just going to be cleaned up. This is not going to be super functional or have a lot in it. What the vision is one of the things is, Sam, I don't know if you can see the TV over here. This is the old 70-inch TV that got caught on fire in one of the season 1 episodes. We didn't actually record that because I was too busy putting the fire out. So that TV isn't functional. But the idea of this TV is there's going to be 6 of them, 3 on each wall, over here and over here. And they're going to act like windows. So the windows that they're going to act like is they'll be cameras outside, and then you'd be able to kind of look outside from down here. So that should be pretty cool. I'm not buying those now. Those may not even happen on this budget. The prices of these TVs are always coming down, so that's not high priority right now. Otherwise, this is the workshop. We want to put some furniture down here, so if people want to just hang out, play games on the TVs, we can. But this is almost 1,000 square feet. So if you can imagine buying couches and furniture for 1,000 square feet of just lounge space, it's not cheap. So I think we'll start by going up to level 1. An example of things we need to do, we need to put railing on here so it's safe. So that's one of the things that you'll see that we have to do still. Level 1 is going to be where we put most of the effort and the money into. This is the master bed and bath. Since you last saw it, there's definitely been some changes. The framing of the bathroom over here, we'll save it for other episodes of what we're gonna do, but this is gonna be really nice. Double sink, there's gonna be a shower over here, double shower, bedroom, the bed over here, and a couple standalone closet systems. One of the things you have to remember about anything we do is we can't attach to the walls. So these, Sam, go ahead and pan around. If you guys see these things that are, this wood is against the walls, we're doing that to make it look better, have acoustic benefits, but realistically, those can't actually be attached to the wall. All right, come back here. Perfect. Those actually can't attach to the wall. And the reason is because this moves. So this whole structure, all 3 of these floors are on one set of springs. So there's an earthquake, which is more likely than nuclear war. This whole thing will shake, and we need to keep that design in place. In fact, Sam, if you come over here, turn and look to here, you'll actually see that we had to mimic that wall. So that wall doesn't actually touch the ceiling. The cool thing is that this is actually going to sink slightly. So as we add weight, furniture, other things that are going to happen, this is going to go down slightly with what we're going to add, maybe 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, not much. But this is going to have a closet system kind of where you're standing. The other thing we have to do is all the utilities. We'll talk about utilities on level 2. I forgot to mention that. The other thing we're doing, and Sam's been doing a fair amount of work on this, is making this smoother. So this whole dome, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but this whole dome has just got a lot of holes from the concrete work, little pinholes, areas where there was bolts and stuff attached. We're making that smooth. The idea up here is for this to not look like a missile silo. The dome is obviously going to be very unique. The circle is unique. But I want this to be a kind of a respite from the whole industrial architecture that you see downstairs. So this soundproofed, some kind of cool door. So one of the neat things we have to do that I'm still working on the design for is a door for this. So we want to be able to have a door. I don't know if you can see this, Sam, but this be able to have a door for this Pac-Man shape here. And there's going to be railing here as well. So again, for safety. But we want to close this up so this can be a private space. What else are we doing up here? I think that's it. The lighting, so there's going to be some cool lighting changes. We had to take the lights down since we're working on the ceiling, but there's going to be some uplighting in these pieces of wood that you saw earlier. Yeah, I think that's, you think of anything else, Sam? I think that's it on, all right, I think that's it on level 1. All right, let's go to level 2 and talk utilities. So one of the things that we've been working on, or at least that I've just been going over and over in my head, is where do I put the utilities? So the electrical panels, we have 2 of them. One will be downstairs, we'll talk about that in a minute. But the electrical panel and then this plumbing manifold. If you don't know what a plumbing manifold is, it's kind of like a circuit breaker for water. So you have your water that comes in, hot water that comes in, and then you have these valves you can turn on and off. So each sink, each commode has its own run, which is kind of neat. It takes more pipe, but if you ever want to shut one down, you're shutting it down right here, as opposed to shutting it down with those knobs or those valves that always end up going bad. So the idea here was, I finally said, you know what, this is where I want to put the plumbing and the electrical. It's the middle of the facility. Down there, we're going to have probably another bathroom. Laundry area will be down there, so we need plumbing and electricity. We need to go up 1 level, down 1 level. We're on level 2 right now. So we're going to put 2 closets in. So the closets we're going to use actually came out of this room and the bottom room. Right now they're getting worked on. You'll see that in another video. but there's going to be 2 large closets that used to be communication closets here in the silo. They're getting powder coated right now. But there's going to be one for plumbing on this side, one for electrical, and so all the feeds will come in here and distribute, and it'll still kind of look like it belongs. So I'm excited about that. That's one of the things that really has been kind of something we've been thinking about. That's basically it for level 2, so let's go to level 3. Those of you that have followed along with the channel, you guys have seen this before. There has been some slight changes that we'll talk about. So what is happening down here? This is the second highest priority. So again, level 1 with master bed and bath. The second highest priority is down here. 1, again, is safety. So we want to get railing up for the stairs, of course. We want to get railing across here. So this is going to have some curved steel railing. I've kind of drawn it out, but again, we're going to save that for some future episodes because we haven't built this yet. You guys are seeing this basically real time. But this is going to be steel railing built here, a couple I-beams holding it. They're going to mimic the looks you see in the rest of the place, and then a wood topped bar. So just be 16, 18-inch bar top that goes all the way down, bar stools. One of the things that's changed, projector. Sam, if you can get that up there, the projector has moved. That's still just temporary right now. It's held on magnets. It's one of the coolest things about having a place made of steel and concrete is you get to use a lot of magnets. The other thing that has changed is, as you've seen from other videos or one other video, all of us, me, Sam, Shelby, we're all into music. It's really, it's a big part of our lives. We like music better than video, and I tend to be a larger version of my 13-year-old self, so I got a big stereo system. Now, you've seen this before. We actually had a different one before that is still here, but we added to it. The reason I added to it, you may be asking, okay, why spend that money? 1, that's what I like to spend money on. 2, I finally found some of these speakers. So these main speakers are Function 1s. If you've never heard of Function 1, they're big club speakers. They're not saying necessarily the best, but they are very, very high and well respected. But I found these on eBay, and they just never come up on eBay for sale. Usually they're in kits of like literally $250,000 kits for an entire club, which there's still one up there. And then I found a pair of these Danley TH115s. So now we're running 3 subs and the 2 mains, and it's fairly cool down here when we turn it up. There's no way we can even express it to you. Maybe in a video we'll turn it up and put a couple glasses of water out and watch the bass spill them. But it's kind of fun. That's what we do. And then we watched movies down here, so we turn the projector on. But down here, what the goal is, clean this all up, get all of this stuck in cabinets properly. Again, tuck it away. The trusses up here, so these light trusses, we'll eventually put some lights on there. That's, again, not in the immediate plan, just from a financial perspective. But these will, these are just setting up there temporarily right now. But we'll do something to make those a lot nicer. The other thing that, the big one here that we're going to be working on is, of course, utilities. So plumbing is a big one. The septic system, again, refer to season 1 videos. The septic system actually sits under here. I happen to be in a plumbing supply store, ended up talking to a guy who actually teaches plumbing classes. Thanks, Darren, appreciate your help. And so he basically designed the drain waste side of the plumbing. And there's some complications here. One, you're dealing with a lot of steel, but the other is you have to vent this tank. You can't vent it inside because you'll kill people because it's bad stuff. So we talked about how to vent this tank to the outside while still maintaining the security and such that we've talked about before. So that's a big portion of what we're going to be working on, is just getting the whole drain, again, the kitchen area up here. This will be, these appliances all work, but there's, as you can see, no countertops. There's no, real cabinets or anything yet. So what we're doing is we're going to, that is going to kind of see if we have budget left for that. But the goal would be is to have a place that actually works, but it may not be completely finished. Clean all this up, paint it. I know that there were some comments on the channel about all the mud prints in over here. It's nothing a pressure washer can't fix. So we need to finish cleaning this up. This will all be covered. The main water line coming in, the main power coming in, that's already done. The only 2 we have left is ventilation for the tank, and we have to bring in comm lines. So we still haven't done that. Whole nother story. I had the wire all set up for that to come in. We actually had a fire in the field. So Shelby decided it was a great time to burn the trash, which we did. We weren't in a burn ban, but it took off and kind of burnt not a whole lot of stuff that was important, but one of the things was a bundle of cable, which is going to cost a bit to replace because it was communication cable like satellite, ham radio, Cat 6 cable for communication, and I'm sure cellular communication, a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, a lot of cleanup, furniture, getting all this looking nice. So that's the goal. And am I missing anything? You don't know? Okay. Again, so yeah, just making the place safe, making it where it's habitable. So the rest of the videos you're going to see, we're going to upload them as we can, of progress. So we have got some progress done. These are not going to be traditional episodes like before. We haven't recently almost died or anything like that, so I apologize if that's what you're looking for. But this place should progress in about the next 5 months. So right now we're shooting this in January 2018. I'm hoping by May, June of this year that this place is ready to rent. That if you watching this, you happen to be in Arkansas and you want to stay the night here or you want to come check it out, I may charge you. Again, I sort of feel bad for that, but not so much. But we want to come in and we want to see if we can make a little bit of money, at least be able to make some payments on this thing. Other than that, I think that is the basic tour that we wanted to give you guys. Again, we appreciate you sticking with us. I know we had at least a year break there, but we're still at it. Again, we've got a little bit of money to work with. That should actually help quite a bit. It's actually a fair amount of money. It should help quite a bit to get this progressed. So we always appreciate your support, and thank you very much. We hope to see you guys in the next video.